Hey everyone, this is the RodeCaster Pro, and I just got it from Long & McQuaid. If you're Canadian, you can tell by the tooth that I am Canadian. Long & McQuaid, probably the best service, walked me through a lot of stuff. I'm not very good with this technical stuff. I've been podcasting for a while, but I wanted to kind of really go to the next level. So I have done a lot of research, and this seemed like something that was a good idea, but also something that I could figure out. And so I got a new Shure, I don't know if that's how you say it, SMB7 microphone with it. So I'm gonna actually kind of go through the process and just take this apart and kind of show you some of the specs and to see what it's like. So here we go. So pulling out of the box, it's got this nice little case. Supposed to be pretty simple coming out of the box to see what it's like. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pull this out. Now, one of the things that I was really excited about was just having that opportunity to kind of just have some like different audio. And one of the things that I actually read about is that they have these kind of color cards that kind of walk you through what you can use. And so I'm just checking that out. I haven't, obviously I'm gonna put that to the side, set that up in a second. But you see, pretty neat system here to, what you wanna do and how you actually wanna connect with it. And it feels like one of those back of the I do a lot of keynotes, their little sound table here. So, but it doesn't look as complicated. It's got the big buttons. So we're just gonna pull it out of the plastic. And when you look at it, pretty nice setup. I kind of think I know a lot about how to use this. It's got the big warning sign. I don't know what that's for, we'll see in a second. But I know you're gonna have your mic settings, you have your mute button right there. I don't know what this one's for, we'll find out soon enough. And then it's got lots of options here on the back. You can see, obviously the power, but you got for micro SD cards. So you can actually, if you're recording a podcast, from what I've been told, you can actually record right on this. You can record podcasts on this. I'm planning to use this for some podcasts, but also some YouTube options as well. But yeah, and then you got your multiple, multiple ports. I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm sure I know what that is if I look hard enough. You got connect to your phone, and then you got Bluetooth, different options here as well. And one of the reasons I want to kind of walk through this, and maybe I don't seem knowledgeable, is because I think when I watch a lot of other videos, they seem really overwhelming and terrifying. And I wanted to kind of show, like, even if you don't know stuff, is this something that you could use? Is this something that you could figure out? Now it is about $850 Canadian, so it is not a cheap piece, but even when I called the store, I asked them, and basically, you need your mic, a cord, and that's pretty much it. You don't need a bunch of other things to connect and share. So that's one of the things that I was really excited about, to be honest with you, that, when I looked at other setups, there's so many other options. And so this Rode device is meant to kind of take away for that. And for what I know, this actually came out right before the pandemic. So they've been kind of flying off the shelf. It's the only one I could find in all of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So we're gonna kind of start setting it up. So basically I open up this one box, right? And I was terrified there's gonna be like a ton of different cords, different things that I have to kind of plug in. But what it actually provided, there are basically two cords. This one, obviously, power source, goes in the back, plugs in to wherever you need it to go. And then this one is, I think, micro SD and it goes right into your computer, which I was 100% made them answer me several times over when I was asking to make sure that I could just plug this into my computer and would be good to go. So I have that ready to go, and you can see goes into the back here. So you see kind of the back there. And then you got your port options. The other thing that I like about what I'm seeing so far, and I was actually kind of wondering this, this is very, like I said, this is very new to me. Not something I used to do. And you got your power source here. Nice little tightening option to make sure it stays in. So you got in the back there. Got for my computer, USB. And I have an old MacBook Air, and I don't have anything other than USB. But the other thing they actually had in that box, which I was kind of surprised with, which was nice, is for kind of the little sound options that you have here. I've never used one of these before. I listen to podcasts. One of my favorites that I've spent a lot of time listening to is Jalen Jacoby, and they have the little audio sound bites. And I always wonder like how they know which kind of buttons to push. And so they actually have these little cards that you can share and utilize. So you can have in that space, and then you have ones that you could, without the hole. So these place nicely over top. I'm sure you can write whatever you want, so you can have that. And then you have different options. You can obviously, they're two-sided, so you can put that however you like. But then they have ones that you could probably lay beside your desk and use them for different circumstances. It's just kind of a neat little option. Was kind of surprised that was there, but yeah, it's here. So nice little extension. Now just gonna plug it in and start setting it up with my mic. Okay, so I've run into one snag, and I wanted to use the headphones, but the headphones that I actually have are Bose headphones, and they don't have the proper jack. So I'm gonna have to get that at some point, but you'll see the end of this, I'll eventually get them, so you're gonna see me in different clothes. But when you actually look at this board, it looks pretty cool. I like the lighting up. I actually already connected my Bluetooth headset and phone, and which is pretty neat to actually see how I connected it. It's just basically press that Bluetooth button and it tells you compare. You got that nice screen. You have all this. So next thing I'm gonna do is actually hook up the microphone. Okay, so I got the Shure, I think it's Shure SHURE SM7B. Now, one of the reasons that I got that, and you're not listening to that mic right now, you're listening to, I got a Rode transmitter on me connected to my camera, is because this is a dynamic headphone. I looked at the room that I'm in is very nice. I love my office, but the echo is really bad. And so I was looking up options for microphones and what would be the best, and over and over again, this is the one that kept coming up, was the Shure SM7B. Now this again is not a cheap microphone, but it is considered one of the best. I also tried to get one of the arms for my desk, but it just didn't fit perfectly, the desk alignment. And I know some people make their desks different, so I got just a little stand for this. And so all I'm gonna do is plug this in right now. And one of the things that's easy about this is that if you look on the back, you have your slots, and I'm just picking one, and then just plugging in the cord. Now this cord, again, this is for people that don't usually do this stuff. I had to buy this separately with the RodeCaster, and now I can just select, because I got it plugged into one. I just select one, and it gives you, you got your volume obviously here when you're looking at this, but you also have some presets on here as well, and I'm gonna kind of look at that in a second. Okay, so I obviously am wearing something different because I just gave it a little rest because I was missing a piece. What I actually had to do is I got my Bose headphones and I needed to get an adapter. Basically I think it's it's a 3.5 millimeter. Remember, the whole point of this is for people who don't know what they're doing. 3.5 millimeter to 1/4 inch. So this is one thing that I wasn't told to me to get. I thought just regular headphones would work, but so you need this. When I actually bought it, I didn't think it would actually fit. So I'm going to plug it in and then I'm going to test it out. What I'm using right now is, and I'm getting a lapel mic for this. I'm using a Rode, it's probably making some muffle noises right now. Rode mic with my camera. So I have a Sony ZV-1 and the audio should be coming from the camera right now, and it's like basically a lapel mic, but what I'm gonna do is move over to my Shure, I think that's what it's called, SM7B, and so you're gonna be able to hear the difference with that audio. So we're gonna check that out. Okay, so what I'm actually doing now, you can hear on the Shure, I don't know if I'm saying it right, SM7B, and I have it plugged in. And so really kind of simple when you actually set it up with the audio. I just basically have my headphones plugged into the first headphone jack, and you can adjust the level so you can have it whatever, volume that you want here. But then I just have my recording here on the mic, and if I want to mute it, I can actually just and now I'm talking again. And so it's kind of a convenient thing if you want to just kind of do that as well. It might work well for Zoom or things like that as well too, if you want to use it. But one of the things, you have an ability to actually like plug your phone right in, but I also have it connected, and it's super easy. You just press the Bluetooth button, it looks for devices, and I just hooked up my phone. And so, you can have this little nice musical interlude kind of going through that. And I like it because you can kind of have that like little radio feeling to what you're doing, which is kind of a neat thing. Now, one of the reasons I was really excited about this, and when I was talking to the person along McQuaid about buying this, and if you notice, by the way, the audio on this comparatively to the Rode mic, totally different. And I think the Rode mic is really good. And it's something that I want to use for, to do more filming and things like that. But the room that I have, I got a really nice background. You can see my daughter's guitar, and I have, my books, my vinyl things. So this room was kind of built to have a nice background, but it also has a very high ceiling, which creates a really big echo. And so one of the reasons I actually bought this mic in particular is that because it's a dynamic mic, it really only picks up like what's in front of it, and it's meant to really kind of take away the echo. So you can see earlier in the video, if you listen earlier in the video, you can hear the microphone is a lot different. So this is kind of that more intimate radio type feeling. But one of the reasons I really wanted to get this was the ability to have, the sound board, and it actually has like multiple banks that you can use, and you can kind of scroll through them. And I can actually, what's nice is you have them all color coded right on the RodeCaster, but you can also see what they are on the little visual screen. And so you have different things, and it's it's pretty awesome. And then you just press it, and then that's it, which is kind of cool. And I'm getting excited about this. So I actually just went on and I started downloading some of these things, and I kind of feel like I wasted a lot of my night.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So so that's kind of a cool thing. But just kind of playing around with this too. I just love the different audio versions, and I think it's going to be really fun, to kind of liven up a podcast and to kind of liven up any like live streams that you have. I'm planning to do some, games, and then, hey, you got it wrong. Hey, you did it right. So little things like that, which might seem kind of ridiculous, but I think it kind of brings some life, and I'm really loving this thing so far. I've only been playing with it for, a few hours. And I think that's one of the reasons that I'm excited is that I haven't put a bunch of time into it. And so it just is easy to kind of set up, and, a couple of things, like I said, that audio jack, was one of the things that I didn't think, but the mic matters. It's a good way to control. And what I'm doing right now is I have, my Sony ZV-1 plugged into, into and I'm recording this all in QuickTime. So I'll be able to kind of see the effect. So, that's it. So lots of fun you can have for this, but thanks for taking the time to watch. Like I said, hopefully, as you see, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing some educational podcasts, things like this. Want to do some more, technical stuff too. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show, I think a lot of times when I'm watching these videos, they actually seem so well done. But I read this thing by James Clear today. Basically said, every person, every famous athlete had that first bad workout. And I kind of think every YouTuber has that first video that they look at. And I think we don't often see that. So it's kind of nice to think, I wanted to kind of show, kind of that progress. I wanted to kind of see where it's doing. So I'm kind of still playing around, setting up my pseudo. So really, thanks for being here. Anyways, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Take care.